Good evening, everyone, and welcome to day 10 of the Body Reboot. I'm super excited to have you here, and I'm very excited that you made it this far, and that you started at day 1 and you're ending on day 10. And remember, if you're wanting to catch up any of these, they're over on my YouTube channel, which is called Reinventing Menopause. And you can binge from day 1 right through to day 10 if you don't want to wade through the Facebook page. So, first of all, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for also invite those of you that actually invited some of your friends to join. I really do appreciate that because look, we're women in menopause and we're all going through it. Perimenopause and then menopause, we're all going through it. And if you can help a friend along to help that woman manage her symptoms better, understand her body, realize she's not alone. She's got this wonderful community that we've created here, and we're all here together to support and educate and just to be a shoulder to lean on. So thank you to everyone that's been here, and especially to those of you that have brought along a friend. It's actually fantastic. I'm really grateful to you. So let's quickly do a catch up of this last 10 days. I mean, we have come so far from right in the beginning when we talked about intention, talked about hydration, your gut health, and then all the way through to emotional eating, as well as substituting those processed foods perhaps for something a little bit different. We've talked about macros, we've talked about healthy supplements, talked about exercise and movement, and everything else that actually goes into being a woman in menopause and celebrating this stage of your life and this time in your life, because it really is to be celebrated. We've made it this far. It's pretty much a milestone, and you can pat yourself on the back for that. And from now on, things that possibly you weren't aware of before and things that bothered you, you might now have gained some tools that are going to help you manage your symptoms better. Now, you can obviously always come back to this in the future. It's going to be stuck on this page for always. So, how do we keep this momentum going? Because now we've done these 10 days and everyone's feeling great and you've picked up some great ideas along the way. This is how we make progress slowly with little steps. You know what they say? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Okay, so I like to tell my kids it's pieces of a pizza. So you have your whole pizza. You can try cram it all in one go, but otherwise you can slice it up into nice slices and you take one at a time. And eventually you make your way around that pizza and you've managed to eat the whole thing. All right, so stay small, be consistent, keep up with your hydration, try get to bed earlier, set aside your nighttime routine. Just those little habits will become a constant in your life and become a proper habit. That's something that you don't even think about, that just happens. So listen to your body as well. Don't try and chase quick fixes. There's always something on the market which is promising this and promising that. And it's usually around weight gain and weight loss. And, it's making you feel bad about who you are so that you should take this thing so that you can look like that. Forget all of that. There's no quick fixes. Menopause is a stage of your life, and I'm trying to help you to manage it and go through this stage feeling and looking the best possible. Okay, so quick fixes, walk past them, scroll past them. We're not interested. Surround yourself with support. So, not only friends, not only this group, but supporting things for yourself. Don't leave sugary snacks lying around. Keep those away in a different cupboard. Choose for yourself alternative things that actually serve you. Have your own little space in the cupboard where you keep your own treats that are just for you, that don't get shared with the rest of the family. And remember, it's progress over perfection. So there might be a day where you have the chocolate chip cookie. There might be a day where you have maybe an extra helping of mashed potato. You know what? So you do. And then you move on. We're not here to deprive. We're not here to point fingers. You need to live your life. You're not going to miss out on celebrations, birthday parties, weddings, all of these wonderful celebrations with your family and your friends because you're worried about what you might eat. It's always just be mindful, right? What you do today will affect you tomorrow. So be mindful. If you're having a slice of cake, have a smaller slice of cake or have the piece of cake. and that's it, and be done. And don't shame yourself because you had a piece of cake. It's fine if you did. All right. And then remember to fuel your body properly. Like when you go shopping, we talked about increasing the variety of fruits and veg so that you can feed your microbiome, which then in effect will feed your brain. And so that you will feel better, your mood will be better, helps with anxiety, helps with bloating. Make sure you fuel your body the right way. Now, we have spoken about the products that I use, the supplements, the Juice Plus products that I use, which are whole food supplements. They literally just fruit, veg, and berries in a little capsule. I love them. I swear by them. I take them every single day. If I travel, they come with me. And just to recap, for those of you who weren't here on the days I spoke about them, literally they are fruit, veg, and berries, which they pick when they're ripe. They take out all the water and all the sugar. Then they dry them and crush them into a powder and put them into these little capsules, right? So that's a tiny little capsule. This is a berry capsule. You get fruit and veg and berry, and you take 2 of these every day, you're getting 30 different varieties of fruit and vegetables and berries in your diet, which is probably something that most of us would probably never be able to manage on a daily basis. And the good thing is because it's the variety, because no matter how much you shop, the chances of you having this amount of variety in your diet is pretty slim. One, because perhaps that fruit and veg and berries don't grow in your country, or they don't import that, or perhaps it's not something that you actually like. I mean, I'm not an artichoke fan, but I know that those are inside my vegetables, which is great because I know my body's getting all the benefits, the minerals and vitamins from that, even though I don't actually have to sit and eat it. So you're still getting all the fiber, you're getting all the macros, and that's exactly what you need from these products. So if you want to know more about these, drop me a message and we can chat about these. We deliver pretty much almost over the entire globe, and super affordable. Plus, you also get free with your children. When you order these, you get these free for your kids. I mean, there you are, no brainer. So the other thing is, please choose one habit at a time to change. If you are really a bad sleeper, then, if you can manage a couple of the other things, fine, but focus in on that and say to yourself, I'm going to have a great wind down routine in the evening. I'm going to make sure I take off my makeup and I do all the things before bed and get the kids' things ready for school the next day and put my clothes ready for the next day. And then I'm going to go to bed at whatever time after I've read a chapter of my book, or I've journaled in my journal, um, or I've written out my to-do list for tomorrow. So you get that done, and then teach yourself and keep teaching yourself every day, and eventually it will become a habit. So practice makes perfect, really. That's at the end of it. And we don't want to be perfect, but if you want to have a good night's sleep, you've got to get yourself into that little routine, a wind down routine that serves you. So by the time you're getting into bed and you put your head in the pillow, it's just off to sleep for you. All right, what I'd love you to do is create a vision board. I love a vision board. I actually have a vision board on my phone, on my screensaver. And one is my vision of health, my one is my vision of happiness, and my one is my vision of finances. So you can do the hugest vision board with your holidays and your car and all of these other things, or you can keep it super, super simple. But it's something that you can look at every single day and something that you are striving towards. Now, you can strive to have the jet, you can strive to have the yacht, and that's fine. These are great things for you to actually have in your mind and to have your brain thinking and looking towards. Doesn't mean that you actually ever have to get that yacht in the ocean. If you are the person that wants that yacht in the ocean, then obviously there are goals that you're going to need to set and steps you're going to need to take to get there to achieve that, to be the person that owns the yacht in the middle of the Caribbean, right? So what do you have to do to be that person? But you can absolutely put that on your vision board. It doesn't mean that you need to achieve it next month, all right? It just needs to be there. And there can be other things. If it's a health goal, cut out pictures of bodies that you like, cut out pictures of maybe swimming costumes, clothing that you'd like to wear when you have the body that you are striving towards. If it's a holiday, absolutely, the beach holiday, a mountain holiday, skiing. Cut out all these pictures, put it somewhere that your brain can start thinking of these things, and they're positive thoughts, and anything positive that you're putting into your subconscious can only do good for your body. All right. So you can have one that you create on Pinterest, on Canva. You can have it on your phone as a screensaver. You can actually have a physical board that you actually cut out pictures, print them out, cut them out, and then stick them on, and you put that somewhere prominent where you'll see every day. All right. So, for those of you who have already bought the supplements during this 10-day challenge, I will be moving you guys. You can stay in this group, obviously, but I will be moving those people into a VIP lounge group. And that's where we're going to focus more on the supplements. I have a 10-day shred that I run every month that we will run inside there. We've got other experts that we have in that group that will be able to speak to you on a more medical level if you have any kind of questions that need to be answered by a medical professional. Also, there will be other menopause experts in there that will be able to help you out with some questions that perhaps you have that we haven't actually been able to answer at this stage or might pop up in the future. So if you'd like to be moved into that group as well or added to that group, let me know. And then you'll just let me know which of the supplements that you're interested in, and we can have a chat about that because we've got pretty much everything around health. We've got it for you. All right. So, um, also just to remember that your health isn't something that you take out of your diet, right? Your health is part of your life. Your health is who you are. You need to flood your body with great fruit, vegetables, proteins to make you stronger, to keep you healthy, especially in menopause. We need protein as we get older to keep strong, to keep firm. Remember, if your body muscle mass will deplete as you get older, and with that, obviously, then your metabolism is slower. We're trying to make sure we maintain our muscle mass, so therefore we maintain enough muscle that keeps our metabolism running as it should. And obviously, then the more muscle that you have, the more calories that can be burnt, and so then losing body fat that is unnecessary or unwanted will be a whole lot easier. All right, so I just want to thank everybody that joined this 10-day body reset. And those of you who jumped on sort of halfway through, that's all good. Go off to YouTube if you want to binge them from start to finish and pick up your tips along the way. I want to just encourage you to stick with a little habit and build on that. And remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Just it doesn't need to be perfect. Just make a start, pick one thing and be consistent until you are successful at it and then move on to the next thing. Menopause is a long time. And after menopause is the rest of your life. And we want to make sure you stay healthy and strong for all the many years that are still coming. So thank you once again. Don't forget, share your vision boards, pop them down in the group. Let's have a look at those. I'd love to see what you have in mind. And lastly, for your health and for your happiness and to a thriving life ahead for all of you. Thanks very much. And I can't wait to chat to you soon. All righty. Good night. Bye bye.